What is up, everybody? It's me, RDV, and I'm here with Easy Eric Breen.
Fresh off another Red Sox win.
Yep.
All is well.
Speaking of which, I gotta see what the score for the Brewer game is.
It's 6-0 Brewers.
Nice. A couple days it would have been like 6-0. Would have been like, oh, the Brewers are 0. That's good. We pull up here so we have more than just one person watching. All right, now my phone's up. Now it looks like we have people watching. What's up to Summer, who was and I'm not sure what this is. Like on YouTube, it just shows something different, but here it just shows popcorn yellow stripe smile. Henry, I'm not sure where you're going with this. Forgot to mention this. Open a new window into Google Advanced Image Search. Punch in John Byrne versus Batman Sparrows. Is this from a previous conversation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Check it out.
All right. Cool. Hey, it's Jay Lucian. Haven't seen you in a while.
And
oh, look at that. Jay sold out. He's got a Superman who.
Jay, I saw where Evaldi's out for the rest of the year. That sucks. That's probably the last. That probably finishes them off for the year. Any shot they had.
So, Jay, I gotta ask, when is Dallas getting a male cheerleader? Soon?
That won't happen while Jerry's still breathing.
Because I think the last one was Minnesota.
Yeah, the trans dude in Carolina quit apparently.
Oh, I wonder why.
Yeah. And you see what the Cracker Barrel announcement?
Yesterday they came back, they tried to apologize, but then they also said, yeah, we're still doing what we want to do. They don't care.
That was yesterday.
Did they decide to change it today?
Putting the old logo back.
Cool. Get rid of the gray, nasty, freaking industrial Taco Bell look.
Well, they still though. If I saw something yesterday or the other day that where Robbie Starbuck had done some digging, and there's a whole lot of DEI rot in that corporation right now.
There is. Oh, they're connected to a lot of stuff.
So they're gonna have to do more than put the logo back up, but
yeah.
I'll just say they better put the old decor back up too.
I'll just say the love for the old decor and the logo. Me and Jimmy Palmiotti are like this, we're tied together because I was like, that's like the one thing we agree on.
Well, so point I said, it's one of the few things that brings the left and the right together. Nobody thought this was a good idea.
Yep. So,
because that's not it was never about right versus left. It was about tradition versus, whatever the opposite of that is. Because I said, Democrats have families too, and they have grandma or Democrats have grandmas.
Now, had it been an Indian on there, it would have been right versus left. But yeah, I love the memes. People who were just putting around. They had they showed a Bud Light can holding.
I saw that one.
Cracker Barrel thing and walking away. Yeah, and new hires as Dylan McCavey, whoever,
Mulvaney
or whatever, what I'm talking about. But Sinister Six roster change swapped out Electro Craven for Rhino and Green Goblin. Improvement of the roster, in my opinion. Is this new? You're talking about new comic books? I'm lost.
Yeah,
he's having he's having a conversation with you outside of me. Yeah. Alrighty then. But yeah. Well, hello to anyone else who might be popping in. And yeah. What's up, Summer? We're gonna get this going here, and then maybe Zach will pop in. But a lot of books in my pull list this week. I got at least about 17 books. I hate comic books. it's always when it just happens. It's actually I can't completely complain because I'm thinking I think last year, the year before, Me and Zach were always complaining because always all the books were pushed to the end of the week or on the month, so our list would be like ridiculous, and then the next week would be like 5 books. But yeah, you said you got about what 11 books?
I have 11. Yes.
Wow, that's a lot for you. Alrighty, get this going. All right. Do you want to go first, or should I?
I'll go ahead. First, I say that I was watching top 5 of the month over on Pooped by Culture, and they were talking about Josh was talking about a Mad Cave book called Wild Animals.
I read the first one. Was not a fan of it.
And it, you know, I knew it sounded familiar, but because there was a guy in the store the other day who's a huge Brubaker fan, loves crime comics.
Mm-hmm.
He said I absolutely have to read that.
Wild Animals, story of a guy who finally has enough. He's a gas station clerk, and he has enough of it. It was okay. It wasn't like Brubaker level. No.
Well, I said the guy that recommended it, I trust his taste, and I trust Josh and trust yours, but I know that sometimes we don't always intersect.
Of course. Like I said, if it intrigues you, by all means, get it. I read it when it came out, and I'm glad that I kind of dropped it. I did not. I'm not going to tell you any more about it, so I want you to be fresh when you read it. But I did not care for the art.
Yeah, I saw the art. The art didn't get me, but but anyway, speaking of things that come out this week, I put that as my number 5, Nemesis Forever.
Wow.
Because I always act like I hate when they come out, but then I always enjoy them when they do, and it's just this one. And I've said this like in the last 3 series. This one better be the one where he gets his for real.
I'm excited we got Mateo Scalera doing the art. I think Jimenez was doing the art last time. I'm trying to remember who was the art in the previous series. Who was the main artist? I thought it was Jimenez. Maybe I'm wrong. But this is also my number 5 too, as well, to let you know. Because I wanted to at least put it on my list in case someone else didn't. Nemesis is the world's most dangerous man, and now he's made himself into one of the richest. No longer content to terrorize the forces of law and order. Dun dun. His new plan is to wreak havoc on his enemies and seize control of the world itself and enslave humanity with super technology. I have a feeling, though, we're going to have a good time with this book. But we're also going to hate it, too, because it's what you just said. He's not going to get his upcomings to him. If he does, it might not to be the very end. Until they have, like, Nemesis go get somebody else. I want Nemesis versus Huck. Or someone else, Like, I want that's the next step for this, because you can't just keep having him going around and kill people. Because we established that all the heroes are back now. There has to be consequences for his actions. And I also kind of find it weird that the ambassadors and all the other heroes are not keeping an eye on him. He broke out of prison in the hospital in the last one, killed people. The fact that no one's pursuing him is a bullshit. And I hope Mark has something down the road where he's going to have a comic book where they're actually going after Nemesis. Because if they don't, I don't see how this comic book will get people who care. By the 4th volume, because a lot of people have dropped off at the 1st volume and then the 2nd volume, and then they're really not coming back for this one. I'm only doing it because I like Mark Millar's stuff, but even this character is kind of growing, kind of his welcome cards pretty much is wearing out at this point. But you get the Jay Lee here. I saw this. Look at that. What the fuck is that? Sorry, Jay Lee does not belong in drawing anything that unless it's Martian Manhunter. That is just horrendous. That I don't think Jay Lee would have been hired back in the day by the big two because his art is horrendous. It only works in certain things, and whoever is giving him assigning him projects is mismanaging him. Because I said this could work as something else, but not in this. That's just disgusting. But
yeah, Henry, I just looked at some of them. They are cool.
all right, and as always, we have Dr. Silver Age. I don't do the lettering. All right.
Now that he is literally in the woods where Tony Soprano is going to whack him.
I know, right? Where are we going for your number 4?
Number 4, the new Invisible Man, Universal Monsters Invisible Man.
Nice, James Tynion. Did he do the Dracula?
He did the Dracula, yes.
Okay, I wasn't sure if Dracula was part of the Universal, but apparently it was.
That's what let it off.
Yep.
There's this granddaughter, Antonia, somebody or other, that her family started Universal, and she's got a YouTube channel, and she did a video on how Lon Chaney was originally supposed to be Dracula, but he died in 1930.
Oh.
So, and Bela Lugosi, or she pronounces it Bela, so maybe it is Bela.
Yeah.
Still wasn't the first choice, but she went into like the what if, like I always said, what if Joe Maneely hadn't fallen into that train? What would Marvel have looked like?
Yep.
Like if Lon Chaney hadn't died, said that he probably would have, because he played a vampire in a movie called London After Midnight, and he had rows of just that jagged teeth and looked like a hideous monster.
Yeah.
Said if his Dracula probably would have been more like a Nosferatu. And then how would that have affected every vampire movie made after that? Because he was more of like a suave, seductive Dracula. If they hadn't let off with that, would there have been a Christopher Lee Dracula? Would there be any handsome
Draculas,
Twilights or Vampire Diaries or shit? It's interesting.
Have you seen the last voyage of the Demeter? It's called the Demeter.
I know of it. Yeah.
Yeah,
probably would have looked like that.
That Dracula is supposed to be John Dracula, and it's supposed to be the chapter in between where he's going from Transylvania to London. Or wherever he is. With Gary Oldman's movie.
And if you like old time horror content, she has a great channel. I'll try to. Next time I run across one, I'll send one to you.
I just want to point out that this vampire in the last voyage of the Demeter, it's not a cutesy Dracula. This is a horrific bat creature.
That's kind of what the point of her video was.
Yeah. So, oh man, that would have just been crazy, But I like the fact we got Danny on here. Danny is a fantastic artist, also hot. And also, if you've never watched the Invisible Man movie, it is just a great movie. Here we go, bathing nuts in May, nuts in May, nuts in May.
Have you seen the Invisible Woman movie?
The newest one?
No. The one that was made like in the late 30s.
No, I did not get chance. That's on my list.
It's kind of a comedy, but it's very well done. Yeah, I mean, Invisible Man obviously is great. Claude Rains is great.
Yeah, I love Claude Rains. Yeah, he's great. And that's so. Jack Griffin has always been invisible to people around him, at least in his own mind. But when an experimental breakthrough presents a path to make his dreams of invisibility a reality, no one, not even the woman he loves, will stand in his way. When is Griffin's legendary descent into madness with a box on Wednesday nights. As his humanity fades away and the monster inside is revealed, leaving only the Invisible Man. Yeah, the whole the Claude Rains one was really cool, but I also like Hollow Man. With Hollow Man, I was like thinking one step further. But yeah, the horror dream team of James Tynion. Something's killed the children's. Can we say the children? Is that series still going on?
Yeah, I think so. Justin, I saw a few of them.
Yeah.
Now you're talking about the one from like the 90s, I guess, because there was one in the 70s with David McCallum. but there was one in the 90s, and the guy that played
Oh.
the Invisible Man was like 6'4", looked like a little bit like Jim Carrey from oh God, what's the movies with the animals?
Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
So the one I watched is the one from UPN back in the day, 2000.
That's the one.
Yeah, that's the one I watched. Yeah,
I think it might have ended up on that.
Yeah,
but I think it originally was a sci-fi.
It was I don't know if it was a sci-fi. I think it was just only on TV. But anyway, yeah, he was a prisoner, and they give him this like special gland that allows him to basically creates the chemical that makes stuff invisible. And my problem is it drives you mad. I kind of love that, but yeah, great series. That in 7 days. That was another fun series. And he was at Unit 21, Special Unit 21, with the little Hobbit.
Well, I know,
Michael Lennon.
If this is good, I'm going to be even more annoyed at the fact that they let some progressive, hack do the Mummy series, because it'd have been nice to have all of them together.
Right. Well, like I said, even though I don't really like the Creature from the Black Lagoon as much, it was still still better than that hack one they had for the Mummy.
It was a bad comic book, or not a great comic book, but it wasn't because of any messaging.
No.
And I'm sorry, if you want to tell a lesbian story set in the turn of the century, whatever, just do your own series. Don't shoehorn into the Mummy.
Why don't you just write Brides of Dracula?
And that lady that I was telling you about did a video about the Brides of Dracula.
It's like, if you want to do that, yeah, there's a bunch of lesbian Brides of Dracula or like that.
Well, they wanted to bite Jonathan Harker, so were they lesbians?
I don't know. Yeah. So Joshua Middleton has a cover here, so that's kind of cool.
The only cover where a blank variant would actually make sense,
right? So, yeah. Who's this? This is David. Okay, it's one. I know.
I'd love to be able to do a Claude Rains impression.
I can't do one.
Someone described his voice as honey mixed with gravel.
You fools! I can't do that. Honey mixed with gravel.
Yeah. What do you think about it? It's very smooth, but it's also coarse at the same time. It's very unique.
I just keep thinking of League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
I'm shocked to find there's gambling here.
There we go. From the actual movie scene. I love that. And he just takes off his. I love.
But then, right before they were going to arrest him, they got a call that a young girl was being attacked by a migrant. She's fighting back with a knife, and they have to go arrest the girl.
Yeah, the hatchet. Hey, look, Scotty Young one. That might be the best Scotty Young one I've seen. But this is, I still like this. But man, if I get the other one, the Alex Ross sketch variant in color, be great. But I love the fact it's in black and white. That's the one. It's 1 in 75. Alex Ross.
If that isn't what finally wakes up the country to get the people there to take their country back, there's nothing will.
Well, that was in Scotland, yeah, but
it's either that whole area.
And the whole, if you watch the Crowder today, you talk about it, is like they put it said like their whole motto is like, well, violence begots other more violence. It's like you were born, your country was formed on violence. That's how your country was there because of violence. You wouldn't have a country without violence. So that whole thing is like, oh yeah, you can't use violence. It's like other mentality also too is like, oh, if citizens start carrying knives and stuff, arming themselves, the immigrants will do it too. They already are. But anyway, yeah. the funny thing is, like, I was watching Carter video. He's like the Hatchet. He's like, he plays like, and it's like, Hatchet. Who carries a hatchet? I mean, that's a smart girl. And he plays Uncle Buck scene. Hey, Nat, Bug. Hey, it's kind of the same. All right. What is your number 4, sir?
That was Invisible Man. What's yours?
Oh, okay. My number 4 is going to be another book that's further down. Let's see who has the book that's the furthest down.
Scrolling.
Dead scroll on here. What do we got? Keep going. Bottom. Is that far down? Can't be. There it is. Yeah, Robin Hood. All the way to the bottom.
Wow.
Because I hate this site does a stupid variants. I don't care about variants, so I always like get confused. Like, is this a variant cover? So, all right. So, trapped in an endless time loop by Father Time, Robin Hood is forced to battle every enemy she's ever faced over and over again, with no escape as she fights through the relentless onslaught. Flashbacks to her past to reveal the unbreakable spirit that makes her the one warrior time itself cannot erase. 40 pages for $6. This is Josh Brusha. I've never heard of Rodrigo Xavier, but yeah. Even though it says 32 pages of content, I think that's kind of funny. So I'm not. So I think it's only 32 pages, then, or is it 40 pages? I hate that when he does stuff, but Marco Santucci variants. Yeah. This has been one of my favorite series going through Xenoscope. This and Bell. They haven't really done much with Red Agent anymore, but been fun with these. And obviously the Black Knight variant. I'm not sure if she's gonna be a part of the story or not, but a lot of Josh Burns pinups. Jeez. But I think this is just her, yeah. But we'll find out. Cool. All right. Where are we going for your number 3 there, sir?
The sound that Coco makes right before she throws up.
Wonder Woman? Tom King?
Yeah. No. Huck.
Oh, Huck. Okay.
Close enough.
I don't know. She could say, like, Spewyer. Blech. If you want Flash, or it could be,
It's like,
Candid.
My dog can talk. What's on the top of a house? Roof. Who's the greatest baseball player of all time? Ruth. Oh, your dog's just barking. They walk away. The dog says, I guess I should have said DiMaggio.
Yeah.
That's an old joke, by the way.
Did I pass it up? Oh, it is. It is. Yes. This is going to be a very dramatic movie. Or not movie, but it feels like a dramatic movie. Series. Huck's girlfriend left him for her old fiance and has come home pregnant. Can the world's nicest man forgive her? Fuck no. Also, what will Huck's mother do when she gets her hands on the man who humiliated Huck and broke her heart? Warning, it's not pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I hope Huck says begone thought. Literally, it just says, thought begone. Just yeah. What we got here? Look, there's there's a variant, black and white, or the color one, and that's how it should be. The most I'll say, you can have 2 variants if you want to. One be incentive, and the one's is a cover B, and that's it. Not 30 freaking variants. I hate that. Where it becomes, especially with, like, if you think that, hey, let's drive up sales because people won't buy the book based on who's writing the creative team is. So we're gonna have, they'll buy the variants though because they like the variant. The artist who's not even on the interior book. Dumb. But Raphael Albuquerque is doing this. Do you know who that is? He was
he was the
Scott Snyder.
He was original artist on American Vampire.
Yep. Awesome guy. All right. My number 3 though this week is a minor scroll. There we go. Green Lantern. All right. That cover looks great too. I love this. He's got a freaking like a little dog collar on the dragon thing. You know, green shark and stuff. It was cool. Yep. How does the emotionless lantern train an emotional dragon? Well, he calls Hiccup. Train your dragon. Only one way to find out. The avatar's emotion are free, and now our cadre of lanterns leads an attack to knock out the Sorrow Lantern and bring back emotion to the rest of the universe. But with the Starbreaker supremacy devouring the power of the stars themselves, the GLC must race against the clock or lose everything. Still there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're really quiet. I don't know if you dropped or not.
I was listening to you.
And here's the thing. This is cover A, but it says it's a connecting cover. That's kind of cool. When your connecting cover is your A cover.
Maybe it connects with the Green Lantern Corps next week or whatever.
Maybe. I don't know. Let me look. Oh, it connects with this issue apparently, I think, right? No? Maybe it doesn't. That's so maybe it does. You know what? You might be right. And probably does connect to that, and then yeah. But multiple covers on here. This has 5 covers. There's David Pertore. He has a giant sword. This is the cover I'm going because I'm a sucker for romance. So.
Yeah.
Then there's Bruno, we're going to talk about. And then there's Chris Campa. So I still say this is cool. The only thing I don't like about this is the giant freaking Final Fantasy sword. Everything else is cool. You're on a freaking shark, dude. What do you need a sword for? Weird. But hey, it's the guy who went against Nigel McGuinness. Every time I see him, that's the New Japan Wrestling champion. Ken, whatever. Yeah, Ken Marion. Yeah.
Speaking of, did you hear some WWE wrestlers reached out to Will Ospreay? Like solidarity with because he's got a real world injury, and the idiots on X were saying that just shows how classy WWE is after everything Ospreay said about them.
Of course,
it's like, please, just I gotta get off of wrestling Twitter.
What people don't, these idiots, these twidiots, like they call them, don't realize that just because they're in different bands doesn't mean that they're not friends.
Right. To me, it's
they hang out outside of their events.
I'll give you a perfect analogy for these fools. Even if you don't like the brass, you still like the soldiers. And that's kind of what we've got going here. These guys are all friends. They may not like the company. Yeah, when Ospreay's taking shots at the company, he's not taking shots at individuals working in it.
No. The only other person that ever did that, well, you see who was? That was Cody. And guess where he's at? He's working for Triple H.
Well.
Yeah. But
anyway, that's just back on the rails.
Yeah. Wrestling wrestlers are all friends, just like Republicans and Democrats in Congress and Senate. Yeah. All right, though. Yeah, looks like a cool cover. Yeah. So and then the guy doing the artist on the cover is the interior artist. So, what is your number 3 there, sir?
Number 2, Superman.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, all right. Superman, an impossible ally. Search the future for the lost legion of superheroes. What happened to it? And can it help in the battle against Darkseid's absolute legion? Absolutely, Ken.
Ah,
Legion of the Dark Side of the Moon. Part 2, Legion Lost. And this has a bunch. Dan Moore is doing the art on your interior. So you know it's going to be fun. And then we got David Aja variant 2 and 3 of 7 here, who is Ariel Olivetti. Not a fan of this.
he did the art on a Space Ghost miniseries in like 2004.
Yeah.
I still, even after reading 6 issues, like I still don't know if I like this guy's art.
I mean,
everybody's like bulky like an Ed McGuinness, but I think he's better than Ed McGuinness.
Oh, definitely Ed McGuinness. This looks more like a 1940s, 50s.
Kind of does.
Like he's going for the George Reeves. You put it in black and white, and it's a George Reeves. And especially if you put Lucy on a bridge or on a by window ledge. But this is the cover I'm looking for. That looks like Noel, doesn't it?
You mean Noel Neal?
Yeah.
I don't see it, but I do see that's a really, really striking cover.
They're going for the younger, the 1940s kind of like, So that's
yeah, if I were to type to buy more than one cover, I'd probably get this one also, but it is good, it is nice. But
well, here's the thing though. If you buy this cover, you still get the main cover underneath it.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. So
yeah, maybe I will, because I said it's very well done.
It's my favorite cover so far. And then we get this bland. Then the Eddie Barrows. Eddie Barrows has been popping up lately.
Eddie Barrows is a fantastic artist.
Yeah.
I loved his Teen Titans.
He did the interior? Nice.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, then this is the
he did a Terror Titans series.
All right. They list who's going to be in here. Superboy Prime, obviously. Booster Gold, Brainiac 5, Chameleon Boy. So they're actually bringing in Booster Gold here as a supporting instead of being cameo. Cool.
I better tell Howler.
I know, right? Howler Mouse. Yeah. Cameo by Batman.
I'm Batman.
The Darkest Knight. Bruce Wayne, year 22. Wow. Lightning Lad. All these guys are here. Feral Lad. A lot of cameos, man. Are they traveling through time and space?
It would appear so, yes.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. Kid version of Kid Flash YOS. Wow.
Funko Superman?
What's that?
Is there a world where there's Funko Superman?
I scribbled knots, apparently. And then we have Superwoman from Earth 11, the gender flipped. And Wondrous Man. And then I'm not sure what Superman this is. Earth 789. Huh. Actually, let me click on it. I want to see what that is. It's just from like a little list. Oh, Superman 78.
I will be right back.
So Superman 78 crossover. Cool. Nice. Yeah, Earth 11, Catherine Kane. Huh. No, that Superman on the bottom row looks more like Lego Superman. No, but the bottom left, Marania, that's not Lego. That's from Scribble Knots. That is. Kind of see what Scribble Knots was. Yeah, on the Adventures. It was a video game back in the 2014. So weird. Yep. Alrighty then. Wait, did I see a little version of Lois? Irma Ardeen. Okay. You got her. Saturn Girl. Wow, Timberwolf. I haven't heard that name in a while. Cool. Alrighty then. What we got here? Henry's saying I like Frankenstein. I guess is your favorite. Then Dracula. Then Werewolf. Kill people here and there. Invisible Man. Kill the train. Load up for people. I'm not sure if that's your list in order. Let's see here. I like variants. There's nothing wrong with liking variants. It's just that it's like feels like the companies put out 15 freaking variants. You saw that with Nemesis and a few other ones. I'm just not a fan of that. And I think that kind of ruins the industry more. I mean, obviously there's bad writing that's really plaguing the industry and stuff. You know, a lot of bad eggs, but yeah, variants. There's just way too many. I liked it better when you just went and bought a book and that was it. Either you got that copy or you didn't get that copy. There was another variant there you grab in case you can get the first cover. But all right, my number 2 for this week. Let me scroll down here. Number 2 this week is Geiger number 17. Fallout Boy. I'm just kidding. The Fallout, both literal and personal, from Geiger's clash with Ashley Arden. Threatens to overwhelm him, struggling to control his unstable powers. Geiger isolates himself before he hurts anyone else. But Tariq is pursued by a mysterious and dangerous new threat, one that may hold the secret to the unknown war that turned America into a nuclear wasteland. Finally, you know, we've been waiting forever for the 3rd volume. So this only has 3 variants, or 2 variants. But look at this cover by Gary Frank, though. I love that, the moon and everything. Those, oh yeah. You got a little zigzag or 2. And then here's Freddie E. Williams. That's okay. And then here's the design, character design thing, if you want to, sideways. And it still includes the go-go checks. That looks more like put that on a calendar. Give me a Geiger calendar. Yeah. That's what I want. But yeah, this, like I said, the Geiger has just been growing on me. The radiation is getting into me. It's radiating brighter and brighter. That is my number 2 for this week, sir.
Yeah, I think Morania's right. That does look more like a Lego Superman than a Funko Pop.
Yeah. No. Yeah. It's from Scribble Knots. Came out in 2014. It was a little based on a video game they had. So.
I guess we have the same number 1.
Do we? Is yours Ultimate Spider-Man number 20?
It ain't Absolute Martian Manhunter.
Or Wonder Woman?
Nope.
Alrighty then. My Dinner with Harry Osborn. Harry Osborn lives. Peter and Mary Jane have another fateful dinner with Harry and Gwen. Okay, if it wants to load though. Come on, load. So you can actually see the photos. Of course. You broke it, Breen.
Whoopsies.
It was fine. There it goes. And hit the refresh button. Alrighty then. David Messina is doing the art.
It seems like whenever they have those dinners, it's always his turn in the rotation.
Isn't it? Well, if your strength is talking about food, we'll hire Mariko Tamaki.
And if your strength is drawing it, you will hire David Messina.
Yeah. Like I said, the Dan Panosian.
Huh, how about that?
Yeah. Here's Annie Wu. Must be playing strip poker. Yeah, only 3 books or 3 covers this week. Crazy. I was looking. I was surprised. I'm like, where is the thirst trap with Mary Jane? But really, it is that's the that one. But I don't. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Obviously, there's only 3 more issues after this. 4. No. 3. Yeah, 4 more issues.
So
Anna Watson's in this.
Some pretty good stuff that didn't make either one of our lists.
Oh, there's a lot I go over, dude. There's a lot of stuff. But obviously, you have one in mind.
But there, let's just say Justice League Unlimited.
Unlimited, yep.
Let's see, Fantastic Four Fanfare.
Void Rouse is out this week too, as well.
Hornsby and Halo, Speed Racer. Yep. It's gonna be a good week.
Immortal Legend Batman is the one I was talking to you about the other day.
Yeah.
Kyle Higgins with Matt Groom and Erica DeRosso.
I think the Nightwing book was called New World Order or something that I was trying to remember.
Yeah.
And that was Kyle Higgins.
So it's an Elseworlds book, but it looks like it just came out of the pages of like Future Staters like that. The way it's drawn, the cover. Who's the cover artist? It's Dan Moore, okay. Because it kind of reminds me of the cover here, at the top here. It always reminds me of when they did Future State. It says, humanity broke the barrier between our universe and our universe's shadow. From the void came horrific apparitions that craved nothing but destruction. Guns N' Roses, Appetite for Destruction. All right, but from this terror, a legend was born. A warrior who found a way to access energy that binds our universe and the shadow universe, transforming him into a cosmic dark knight. This immortal legend was named Batman. He fought to keep us safe, but then one day abandoned the war. Though he didn't disappear entirely, now they say he hunts a rogues gallery of monsters born from the shadows. Will we get like a monsters version of Penguin? This Batman's rogues gallery is going to be all monsters.
Henry, I found him, and I gave him a quick glance, but I'll probably give him a closer look because they did look cool.
Yeah. I said I do like this cover art though. Is Homero variant?
Is that Bat Blue Beetle?
This is Batman. Yeah, it's Immortal Batman. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it does kind of like that. This looks more like Kamen Rider. Have you ever heard of Kamen Rider?
I know Kamen Riders.
Yeah.
Maybe there can be a Immortal versus Absolute crossover.
Right? Here's the 125. Look at this. Like this actually might. The more I look at this, the more I kind of want to check it out. This is an online exclusive. They're really going manga style anime with this, which I kind of like. I'm not offended by this. Now, if you put like somebody on there, like make it Fitzmartin or something like that, I think, or Tom King, the book would suck. Kyle Higgins gives me hope. It's 40 pages for $5. And I guess it's not a one shot. It's going to be like there's 4 issues already lined up. So looks like you're going to have a Riddler, Poison Ivy, maybe a Bane. This really looks like you're just going anime style with Batman. And honestly, like I said, if this had not been Elseworlds, this would been like a normal thing. I probably don't like as much, but the fact they're going to keep it as Elseworlds. We already got Absolute Batman. Why not do this? So I actually might pick it up tomorrow. Damn it, I have 18 books now.
Yeah, there's so many, cool characters at DC that just don't ever get used.
Yep.
It would be nice if they would have the guts to think maybe one less Batman title and pour some energy into a character that,
What are you talking about? There only is 3 Batman titles. There's Absolute Batman, Dark Patterns, and that's what Bell. I mean,
and
Batman and Robin.
Gotham by Gaslight Batman, Batman Robin Year One Batman.
Hey! I'll just say this though: we got a lot of good Batmans that are really good. The only stinkers are the 2 main universe ones. Detective.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a character or two that wouldn't you like to see a certain I don't know.
Or Mortal Flash.
No, I mean some of these characters haven't been used in so long. I can't think of who they are anymore.
Immortal Hawkman.
Yeah, give me a freaking Hawkman series again.
Right.
Anyway,
I want a Batman Beyond, but I don't want it like Lanzing and Kelly bullshit like they did. Give me a Batman Beyond and put Dan Jurgens back in the fucking book. Let him finish his series. He did 50 issues, and then
I'm complaining about there being too many Batman books. Your solution: a Batman book
with Dan Jurgens, because there's a Batman Beyond, because you're going to do a Justice League Beyond. That was the next step. It would have been another Justice League book, but it would have been a future Justice League, something they haven't done. But Jeff Lemire's got a book coming out. It's the last chapter of his Jason Todd series. If you liked his little mini series he did, this is the next one. First one was with Dick Grayson. Now it's Jason Todd. What do we got else? Mr. Terrific. I didn't read the first one. I can't remember who it was on here, but man, this would be a book I'd normally be picking up, but Stephanie Phillips. Or is it Phillips? I remember it was like someone I remember looking at it, I was like someone I didn't care for to read. Let's see here. Amy Chu. Yeah.
That means there's a much better chance that it doesn't suck.
Yeah.
But who knows what instructions Marvel editorial gives even the good female writers.
Says Emma Frost is on the run, famed as a traitor within the Hellfire Club. Emma seeks to cash the favor of with Li Wuhan, head of the Hong Kong branch, but first she must single-handedly battle her way through a host of deadly warriors protecting the building. Watch what happens when an immovable force of lethal fighters meets one unstoppable mutant. I mean, it could be good, but here's the problem. CB Sobolski is still in charge, I think. Hey, remember that Robert Kelly's a thing, too. Wait, it's a Vision. Yeah. But, yeah. What else we got coming out this week? There they are. We talk about the Invisible Man. Fanfare, you're talking about that? Who is the creative team on this?
There's 3 different stories.
Yeah, so I want to know who the creative team is on each of them.
I don't know.
Daniel Warren Johnson, Greg Weisman, and Michael Straczynski. Says Celebration of Marvel's Finest Heroes continues with the 3 more stories by Marvel's greatest. Michael Straczynski and Cafu. Yeah, that was weird name. Tell of a fateful confrontation between the Invisible Woman and the Mole Man. Well, did they hook up? The Mole Man banged your wife. Greg Weisman and Mark Bigley brings Reed and Sue, Alicia and Ben, and Johnny and Crystal to a sinister carnival. Was it date night? I did not see this coming. And Daniel Warren Johnson and Tyrell Cannon take the thing back to his days as a professional wrestler. I mean, this actually might not be bad. You got Daniel Warren Johnson on the book.
I've pretty much liked everything. Now that I would get that if that's
it's 1 in 50.
Oh, never mind.
I will not get that. I'll right click and save as. Mark Bagley variant. You know what I've been liking about these covers? There's no handlebar mustache on Johnny. Means you're actually gonna you have a decent chance of getting a good story. Alrighty. Yeah, hopefully it's good. Go down here. Wolverine Can Pride, the final issue of the series is coming out.
Are there any more Fantastic Four fanfares, or was it 4 now?
I don't know. That's it. It's And there's nothing scheduled after this. Might be the final one.
I figured it was a miniseries.
Yep. Even though it doesn't say on the book whatsoever. Oh, we got here. Turtles coming out this week. It's a morning cartoon. I think you already mentioned Horns and Halo. We also have Speed Racer. Lazarus is continuing. Silverhawks, if you're still reading that, I dropped that book. It was so boring. The cartoon was better, and I thought the cartoon was boring. DuckTales number 6 is out. Huck, as we already talked about. Genya Naked Aggression issue 3 is out this week too. Herculoids number 7. Unfortunate. We have a Sonya Reborn, a new Red Sonya book, but it's written by the shitty writer Christopher Priest. Not to be confused with the good writer back in the day, James Owsley, who was way better. Yeah. Story of Red Sonya, basically of a girl from a British woman who gets transported back to her current step ages, and yeah. So now she becomes Red Sonya and she has to battle and stuff. But it's like, yeah, insert Michael B. Jordan meme because it's gonna be in there. Exquisite Corpses comes out number 4.
No, that's a different cover.
Or is this a variant? Okay, the variant.
Yeah,
okay,
that came out last week.
Okay.
Yeah, see where it says. How much is that one?
$7.
Okay, because I said last month I accidentally bought a $35 variant. Whoops.
I'm gonna turn the variants off so I can, because that's the thing too. Is like it's always on. You cannot. Yeah.
Well, I think we pretty much hit all that. Let's go to the trades
real quickly. Yeah, Robin Hood, Ras. All right. Alrighty then. On to the trades this week. We got The Knives by Andrew Breaker and Sean Phillips, a criminal book.
Oh shit! There's a new criminal. Is that new?
It looks like it might be new. The Knives. I saw this earlier, and I was like, it might be. Sprawling criminal epic. The Knives is the most ambitious tale Brubaker films have ever tackled. 3 dark journeys wind around each other over the decade like sharks hunting for a kill. Cartoonist Jacob Kurtz goes to Hollywood in an area of peak TV to work on adaptation of his comic book strip, only to find himself caught up in the life of his aging aunt, who won't die, Aunt May, and the vulture circling her estate. Angie was raised at the undertow, but now everything she loves has been taken from her. She's on the streets with vengeance on her mind, her eyes set on the city's kingpin. And finally, Tracy Lawless is home from the special forces. Finally, civilian again, but he's in bad shape, and the city has always brought out the worst in him. These 3 tales collide in the Knives' breathtaking noir story about greed, ambition, and heartbreak and both ties.
This isn't new.
Yeah, it's a collection of characters. Yeah, from Criminal. Oversized case bound, 200 pages. So, yeah.
Damn, I got excited for a second.
I know, right?
What are they charging for that?
$30.
That's not bad.
For a hardcover, oversized.
Well.
Yeah. Then they got the Spectacular Spider-Man by Timotheus and Buscema omnibus hardcover. We got Spawn. Hell Hunters is out in trade. Sandman Mystery Theater Compendium #2. Star Wars canon. This is the Greg Rucka Huntress Cry for Blood. It's an older one. That's from 2000. Black Lightning. Batman 66 Compendium. If you don't have those collected, now you can. $60. The Nam Omnibus. I don't think that's ever been collected before like that.
I honestly don't know.
Yeah. I like the Ron Friends, though. Direct market version. That's cool. Absolute Batman Haunted Night hardcover, though. I've never heard of this series before. I'm almost tempted to get it. But not for $100, though. That's crazy. Absolute edition by the team of writer Jeff Loeb and artist Tim Sale. Batman faces off against his most demented and wicked foes, taking place on the most evil holidays, Halloween. The Dark Knight confronts his deepest fears. He tries to stop the menace and horror created by Scarecrow, the Mad Hunter, the Penguin, Poison Ivy, and the Joker. So this is basically, remember the facsimiles they've been releasing? It's a collection of those in the book. Yeah. Batman the Madness, #1. Batman Ghosts, #1. Batman Legend of the Dark Knight Halloween Special, #1. And Catwoman When in Rome, 1 through 6. $100 for 336 pages. So I already had the Scarecrow one, and I have the one that came after that, which I think was Ghosts, facsimile. And I think I already have the Legend of the Dark Knight Halloween Special. And I also have Catwoman When in Rome. I have the hardcover. So, but hey, at least they're releasing stuff, you know. Yeah, because these are the covers right here. They haven't released the Catwoman though. Chapter 1 Monday, or When in Rome. I don't think they released that at all in facsimiles yet. But they did the Ghosts and the Madness, you know, also. Cool. Kind of cool though. If you're a collector, you know. Thundercats Volume 3. What we got here? Dark Reflections. Wow, that's finally come on trade. Donald Duck. The complete Carl Barks Disney Library. Volume 1. This is weird because this is already out though. It must be re-released again. Fan of graphics. Vampire of the Dark World, King Kong the Great War, Red Sonja, Death and Devil, Red Sonja, Queen Sonja Omnibus. Then there's Fatal Exams. That's the one that we did. We were buying those for a while. All right, Tales of Andled Wild Duck. What the heck? Yeah. And that's it, yeah. Not much for you to bring, Breen.
That's okay because that Hawkman should be in tomorrow.
Yep. One from last week?
Yeah, they only ordered one.
Oh.
And it was for somebody. Which is kind of depressing that something that cool.
You should have said, I am somebody.
I mean, you'd like to think there was more than, they'd, trust that to stock, but.
Right. Yeah. All right. Okay, I gotta look at what's going on in the chat now. Henry did something. He's like, all right. It says here. Please consider showing this image. Scroll back to my very first chat message. Follow the instructions. What to do here. Okay. In a second. Is this been you and Henry just having a conversation in the chat all entire time?
Well.
Let's see here. All right. Let's see if I can find what he's talking about.
Have we heard from Aaron yet?
I don't know. Maybe look at Twitter. I don't think so. No, nothing yet.
No.
No. I'll be ending and I'll go to the grocery anyway, so I got good stuff. So, as far as the cover ranking tonight, he might just be passed out unless something's scheduled. I didn't see anything.
I don't think that he did. I'm not. It probably isn't. I don't know.
Let me look. Nope, nothing scheduled.
Hmm.
But then again, he does everything at last minute too. Remember?
Yeah.
So, yeah. As far as I know, there's nothing scheduled.
Well, if he does pop up and do that while you're at the grocery store, can you shoot the Lester's a thing from your phone?
Well, yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
Okay, because if he does one, I'll show up. If he doesn't, it's no big deal. But
Yeah.
if he does, I'd rather have them there than not.
Right? Just be by yourself.
Well, it's just
It's
simply more fun
yeah.
with them.
I just don't know what it would be though if we did a cover rank tonight though.
Probably more Teen Titans type stuff. I'm guessing.
Sean Byrne, Batman versus Spider-Man foes. All right. There you go. All right, found the image. Just gotta. And go here. One second. I found the photo. I'm just gonna. I'll do it on an overlay. Really?
Yeah.
Right around his ear.
I haven't seen Ronnie in 20 minutes, so.
All right. All right. Here's here's something about this image right here. Batman versus the Sinister Six by John Byrne. Someone colored it. There's original one in black and white, and then someone colored it. I'm not sure if he colored it or someone else did, but yeah. It's right there. Yep. The Green Goblin is grabbing Batman's cape. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Yep. No problem. Now, if you would ask E to do this, he would be like, "I have no idea what to do."
It almost part of it looks like John Byrne, part of it looks like Marshall Rogers.
It's take John Byrne though.
It's definitely Byrne because Marshall Rogers is he's room temperature now, unfortunately. Has been for 20 years, but he drew the greatest Batman story of all time, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, I still say that Alfred Molina was the best casting for Doc Ock.
Is there another?
Well, if they would have won a young Jerry Lewis. Hey, lady. But he's not a professor. But see, the only thing that sucks is that every time I see the Rhino in that costume, we'll never get that version on screen. We'll never live action. We'll never do it. Which I don't understand why. you can literally just put a guy in a CG costume or whatever, mod cap. As long as you show his face, that's great, you know. But yeah, instead we got that Craven horrible thing. But oh, alrighty. Oh, so many computer color. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I found it. On a website called iBlogalot.com. Yeah, that was one of the links popped up. Colors by Namer. Okay. So and named Namer Submariner is on DeviantArt, colored it, but John Berry did the pencil inks. I gotta say for the coloring, and actually it's done pretty well for coloring. So yeah. So that was a commission that originally that John Byrne did for Comic-Con.
Wow. Blew away Schwarber and Harper. Damn.
Yep. Now, there's something you don't see every day is Brain on camera. That's another thing you never see every day.
No, you don't.
No. That's how he gets people coming back for more. You starve them from what they want.
Yeah. Good
Hold on. Comic art fans. The problem is that it's like, I can't. I can do that, but I can't copy the link though. The only Highland stream bird. Like, yeah. No problem.
So my Russian Kroger was out of my favorite snack again today.
What?
So I had to go to Plan B. You want to take a wild guess what that is?
Plan B. What are you, woman?
Plan B. What I get to replace the popcorn?
Pop Pringles.
Give you a clue. It has the same first letter.
Pretzels. Totally. Pretzels.
I'm getting close to being addicted again.
Hey, what flavor are you eating though? Which one are you doing?
My Kroger BG only has 2 or 3 flavors. So I am enjoying cheddar cheese. I wouldn't even if they had that, Henry, but no. My Kroger has whatever one keeps. Let's put it this way. If RFK Jr. walked into my Kroger, that would kill him. So.
Oh my gosh. Rampage Jackson's son? What do you think about all that crap?
I think that fucker should be in jail for the next 20.
Yep.
He won't be.
The fact that his dad,
who's a piece of shit also.
I was gonna say, it was accused of stuff back in the day too.
Yeah. And WWE cut him off.
Instantly. Yep. As they should. That whole organization no longer. Yeah. Oh, let's see. Just copy down Mirani's link. Gotta keep opening the tab up. We'll keep looking back and forth.
Holy shit. The Mets are playing the Phillies in Citi Field right now. They have a scoreboard that takes up literally all of the center field area beyond the fence. It is the biggest effing screen I have ever seen. Oh, there you are, Perry.
Perry the platypus?
No. Perry the catapus. It's nice of you to take a moment off of the chair to come lay down somewhere else, you lazy. Yeah, they did, Henry, but it'll probably be very limited. He's only got 2 weeks to get ready, so I'm guessing he'll play probably. From what I heard, said he'll play in like third down situations. Maybe that's it for the first week.
ComicArtFans.com gallery piece. ASP question piece again. Delete. Expansion there. 1123590. There it goes. So Ronnie just showed me a different one. With Ed Sanson doing the coloring on here. I'm not sure who Ed Sanson is. Yeah. 1 second. I thought you were showing me something else, but Ronnie just sent me the link for it. It's the same thing. It's just someone else colored it. So literally, this is this. And this is the same photo, but some guy named Ed Sanson colored it horribly. I don't know why Batman's wearing a purple suit. I mean, everyone else is colored correctly though. That's everyone else is colored correctly. This is the person colored Batman. Forgot that he doesn't wear a purple costume. This isn't the Kevin Clooney one, or James, or what was it? George Clooney. I can't remember his name. Because he's found out that I don't think he's even doing movies anymore. George Clooney.
I don't know if he's retired, but
yeah, but yeah. Yeah. Oh, alrighty though. All right, we're gonna end it here though. I thought Zach would have shown up. Just kidding. I didn't think he was gonna show up. I don't know if he even said anything in their little chat thing, but yeah. You haven't done so, hit that like button, click, how to do the fun stuff. Subscribe. We'll be back on Thursday night for the best of the week at 9 p.m. Eastern. So there won't be any reviews. I'll just show my books and we'll move on to the next person.
And we may be done by midnight if we just show our books.
Yeah. All right.
But maybe we'll see you for cover rankings, and maybe we won't. If not, we'll see you maybe tomorrow night for cover rankings. Maybe we won't.
All right, who knows? But until then, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Check out the Ko-Fi link over there if you want to help out the channel financially. We accept dollars. Hey, nothing wrong with that. And just share out the channel. And have a good night.
Good night, kids.
Remember, only you can start forest fires. Unless Amy beats you to it. Hey, look, Jackson's showing up just as we're leaving. What did I miss? Oh.
Well, we had that 20-minute tribute to you at the beginning of the show.
Yep.
Sorry you missed that.
We had the wake and everything for you, old man. I hope rest in peace, Jackson. But apparently you couldn't stay dead. You had to come show up. All right. See you guys later.